Hello, people of the internet, and welcome to
The Friday Show.
It is the Friday Show, and yeah,
It's Friday.
It's Friday. Monday, you saw a fabulous film about the Chepstow Port Wall.
It was a good one. It was a good walk through the town, and interesting because it was sort of spread out and there's kind of little pockets of it nestled between houses.
There's a lot of it.
Yeah, it's kind of like an historical treasure hunt.
Yes, but the thing that sort of struck me as quite interesting is that largely it had been left alone, but they'd built stuff around it, which I think was quite interesting. But Wednesday, you didn't get a film on Wednesday. We did try.
We did. We went out.
We did. We couldn't film
cameras.
waterfalls because the waterfalls are drying up. There's a group of 4 waterfalls called the 4 Waterfall Walk. They really thought about that long and hard when they named that walk.
Tells you what it is.
There are 4 waterfalls on it, and the problem with that is that waterfall walk has dried up. There's a waterfall there that's quite famous because you can walk behind it, and there's nothing coming over it at the moment.
Slightly less impressive if you're walking behind a waterfall that's no longer there.
Yes. So although we hadn't actually planned on filming that, what we'd planned to do was go and film some of the reservoirs, which were apparently very, very empty. Only they weren't as empty as we expected them to be.
No, that was a bit of a weird thing. We kept going along going, well, because we'd heard tell that they were
really empty.
really quite dry, and there's one in particular. We went there and it was very nice. It was a nice drive, but there was nothing interesting enough to show you guys, unfortunately.
And so you didn't get a film on Wednesday, which makes us bad, naughty vloggers. What we were doing yesterday was filming for the film that you are going to see on Monday, and that is part 3. Does that look like 3? It does look like 3. That's 3! Part 3 of our Cadw Challenge, where we will be visiting all 130 Cadw properties spread out across Wales. And number 3 was
Chepstow Castle. Well done to Sharko for correctly identifying the tiny piece of door that I posted up on social media. You win the satisfaction of being right.
Yes, you win an entire weekend in July.
Doing whatever you fancy on your own time and expenses.
Yes, nothing to do with us. It's a nice castle. It's a nice location.
He says nice. It was impressive.
It was impressive.
Very impressive and very pretty.
It was a good castle.
Yeah.
As castles go, it was a good one.
And nice is not the term I would use. Because nice is bland.
No, it means very precise and accurate. Hey. There you go. Anyway, you've learned something useless today. That's going to be Monday, and then Wednesday you are going to get a film of an interesting thing that we discussed the last time that we were on a Friday, and we sort of planned on filming it. It's a couple of lakes that we thought we'd walk to, and then we didn't because it was too hot, and we're planning on doing it either tomorrow or on Monday. And so theoretically, assuming nothing major or disastrous happens, you should get a lovely film of some lovely lakes in the lovely Brecon Beacons.
Apparently there are waterfalls there, but whether or not there are going to be waterfalls there now is another thing.
Yes, it might just be that they're weirs, in which case, sort of...
How weary.
Indeed. Sort of waterfallies, but sort of not. You had something to say about Patreon,
I did. We're thinking of changing the $20 tier on Patreon. We've got something we're calling Snappy Snaps, which is basically I will give you a digital photograph to do with as you will, but I want to change that and I don't know what to.
We don't know what we should be doing for the $20 tier, and we'd like you to tell us what you'd like. Bearing in mind that we have no time. It's important that, you as people and as patrons and as prospective patrons, kind of get what you would like. In the comments down below, please let us know what you would like to get from us. We'll also be adding maps to the website. This was a suggestion made by James Calcutt, one of our fabulous patrons. Now, he suggested that the film that we'd made about the Chepstow Port Wall lacked a map. And so we've added a map to the website page for that film. So underneath you can now have a look and you can see where the wall goes. And we thought, well, actually, if we're doing maps, we could do a map of the location of all of the films that we've done already, and all of the Cadw films, all of the Cadw Challenge films will go onto a map and you'll be able to see exactly where those are. I think that's enough for us today, and it's nice and warm and toasty, so we might go and have a nap now. But In the interim, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do. And if you want to get notifications,
click the little bell
to give it some ears.
See you next time.
TTFN.